How's everyone doing today? Good, good. Welcome to the Miccosukee Indian Village. My name is Tyler and I'll be your alligator wrestler for today. Now, I'm not actually here to hurt any of these animals despite what the name alligator wrestling implies. I'm here to show you guys that alligators are not only extremely powerful, but they're very calm animals. And that is what allowed the Miccosukee people to actually go and grab these animals out of the wild if they did correct maneuvers around the animal. I'm going to show you some of those handling techniques today. They didn't handle these animals for fun. They didn't do it for any kind of Facebook pictures. They did it to feed their family, and they showed the animals respect, only taking what they needed. So let's try to learn something from that today. Okay, so the gators don't really do much. Now this does not make them lazy, despite what most people think. This makes them highly intelligent. When that alligator hardly does anything for 2 weeks straight, what do the other animals in the wild think? He's dead. Very good. And what is a dead animal for other wild animals? Prey. Food. Very good. You guys are awesome, very intelligent. I'm glad to have you here today. Now stay with me here. They think he's prey. He's deceiving them intentionally, also saving his energy so he can use large, fast, powerful maneuvers out of nowhere. So that's why he saves his energy, so he can explode like a bomb if he needs to go grab onto something, some kind of easy prey, crack it in half and swallow it whole. So when the small animals walk up to the alligator, they think he's dead, he's hunting, they get very, very close. When they get too close, whack! He cracks their head in half and swallows them head first. And that's how they hunt. So do you have to worry about a gator chasing you? No. Do you have to go and touch them though? Does that mean that they're safe to go touch? Not at all, guys. So please don't try this out in the wild. Now, this large alligator, I'm gonna pull him up once again and jump onto his back using the blind spot behind his head. Now, to get a gator to move, you really don't have to do too much. You just gotta touch him in some sensitive parts very gently. And that's kind of how alligators communicate with each other. Yeah, he's got quite a bit of energy, so this is going to be a wild ride. Okay. Now, like I said, for those of you that just showed up, these are all rescued gators. When you feed a gator, it doesn't make you their friend. It makes you a side dish. All these gators were fed by people. So then they started to chase people, and then they have to be locked in captivity for life or killed by a trapper. So that's unfortunate. So we do the best we can keeping them in captivity here because we cannot release them. They'll just chase people and get themselves hurt by a trapper. Now I'm gonna get up right behind him into that blind spot and dive onto his back. I gotta be very quick and precise. Whew. All right, guys. Well, that is the quick catch. That's one way you can actually catch an alligator. Now he's gonna get some energy out here. Or just make me look silly. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna get him to lift up his jaws. There you go. Whew. Very cool. Now, I want you to pay close attention to what happens next. I cannot pry his jaws open. His jaws are far too strong for that. So, I'm gonna get him to open his mouth on his own. There you go. Now, it's only because I'm touching his mouth he's opening his jaws. So that makes him want to bite me. He can actually tell just from one touch to his face. My hand is actually edible. So he wants to bite me, and that makes a really cool picture for your camera. Awesome. Now he's got 80 teeth in there, 40 on the top and 40 on the bottom. These teeth are all extremely powerful. They're made for crushing and holding bone in its place while he smashes things in half and swallows them down his throat. He cannot chew. Now they need to go through their teeth. They'll go through thousands of new teeth once they break them off and grow them back in their life. And that's because he bites really hard. This alligator can actually bite down with around 2,000 pounds per square inch of power in his jaws. Think about it. It only takes 500 pounds to flatten my skull like a pancake, like that. Okay? So if 2,000 pounds doesn't impress you, it's because there's something wrong with you. Now, even though this guy can take my head and turn it into a potato chip with one bite, I can keep his jaws shut with just one hand, as you can see me doing right now. And that's because the strength he's got is in closing his jaws, not in opening. So if you guys are ever getting chased by a gator, I want you to stop what you're doing, turn around, and grab him by the mouth. I'm kidding, don't try that, you'll die. Now, once I'm out in the Everglades by myself, I need to secure the jaws with a rope. Does anybody want to help me? No. No, didn't think so. Oh, you, brave sir. if you weren't with me out in the wild, I'd be out of luck because no one else wants to help me. And that would happen a lot back in the day. So they came up with something clever. This is called bulldogging. I'm going to use just the strength of my neck to hold his jaws shut. So my hands are both free to take out my rope and wrap it around the jaws. Very cool. Keep your cameras out, guys. Oh, he's getting a little feisty here. You feel the tense before the explosion. Now, like I said, none of these handling techniques actually harm the animal. Now, he doesn't like it, but like I said, it's not actually hurting him, and that's the only thing I really care about. So I hope you guys can appreciate that, because this is actually a rescue. You appreciate that, right? Don't you, buddy? Okay. All right, let's try this one more time, guys. All right, guys, that's enough of that. So that's how they could actually pull that off with little injury to the animal handler. Now, once the alligator was caught and tied, they brought it back to their camp, and nothing went to waste on the gator. All the meat was eaten, not just the gator's tail. The bones on the back, these spikes, are insanely hard. They can take 2,000 pounds of pressure before breaking. So they make great strong weapons and tools for the tribe. The skin on the gator is very soft and smooth. You guys will get to feel a baby after the show and see what I'm talking about. And this would sell it for trading valuable items, things like that. Now I want you to look at his eyes. They're very beautiful, and you can actually suck them into his head. Now this does not hurt him. Watch. The eye will open back up all the way every single time as if nothing even happened. And this allows him to keep his eyes safe. In case another gator swims up, bites him on the face, his eyes are safe. Pretty cool. Now his ears are these cute little flaps you see back behind the eyes. These are actually his way of sealing water out of his ear canal so he can hear better than we can underwater and very well on land. Now, can anybody tell me, just from looking at a gator, can you tell if it's a male or a female? No. A lot of people say no. Now that's not exactly true. I'll tell you my way how I know every single time. All you have to do is just watch two alligators interact with each other. Eventually they will start to argue. And at the end of those arguments, the alligator that's right is the female. Yeah. You guys got it. Happy wife, happy life. Even he gets that one. Now guys, I'm gonna hold his jaws open using just my chin, pressing down on the edge of his teeth. This is not a magic trick, okay? He can jump up and bite me, okay? So I want you guys to fully appreciate this. It's called the close shave. If I do it correctly, if I mess it up, we call it the face-off. Oh, don't get bit. Never heard that one. Gotcha! All right, now if I really get bit, now you guys won't believe me. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. Big round of applause for the gator. Woo.